afraid of me than I used to be. Don't run away from me. Baby, you said that you loved me.
Welcome back, my night outers. That was the October Accord, name of the song, No Regrets. Before that, Thayer Cabin, Don't Be Afraid. Now, before the break, we broached a subject which is a hotbed of controversy amongst... Whoa. Tony's getting ahead of himself, everybody. It was a hotbed of controversy between the Italian, non-Italian, the red and brown gravy discussion. Now, if you are an avid foodie, you will know Paul Bocuse, world-renowned chef who has many underling chefs which are running Michelin star-rated restaurants to this day. He has defined gravy as any sauce which has a meat base or meat in it. So if you're doing your Sunday gravy, which for me is a red gravy, which has meatballs, sausage, whatever other types of meat, pork chops, whatever meat you can throw in there, brown it up, make your sauce from that, that is a gravy. It's red, but it's a gravy.
Okay.
However, a marinara sauce does not have
a meat
base. Okay. It is vegetables that are sautéed brown. They have the Maillard reaction. They get nice golden brown, delicious. Then you put the tomatoes on top. A lot of people confuse a marinara sauce with a gravy, but it's not.
Right, so they're looking at the consistency, maybe.
Yeah, it's a thickness. It has tomatoes. All right, let's call it a gravy. It's not a gravy. It is a sauce. So, I mean, you can go through. Paul Bocuse wrote a book, and he actually has a series of challenges, which is called Bocuse d'Or. the gold of Paul Bocuse. And in order to get this award, you have to go through all sorts of training and in order just to be recognized as a gold standard chef.
Okay.
And part of it is sauces. You know, that's one of the first things they teach you. Even if you go to Johnson & Wales University right down here in Providence,
Right.
they're going to teach you mother sauces and sauces in general, and part of your training will be meat-based tomato sauce, gravy.
Yeah. Now, this is the chef's definition and so on. Now, is that the same as, what would you say, traditional, historical?
Well, you get into, regional Italian and stuff like that.
Yes, that's got to be the solution because, like I was, telling you guys off mic, some very otherwise traditional, church feasts and festivals that I went to as a kid. Gravy was not meat based; it was for the doughboys.
Yep.
It was red gravy.
Well, you have to look at we're going to be splitting hairs on this. You look at the patronage of the church, or wherever this festival is based out of. Northern Italian, even Central Italian, from Rome north.
Okay.
They will call anything red gravy.
Okay.
From Rome south, they're going to definitely make the difference between the gravy and the sauce.
That'll be Sicily and
you see Sicily all the way up to Rome. Pedro Vaidana is one of the towns. Sicily is its own entity of itself.
Okay.
Everything's a sauce. Granted, there are some. I'm half Sicilian, half Italian, and I have family in Catanzaro, Sicily. I have family in Bologna, the two ends of the country.
Right.
And for me, it's a gravy. No matter what, it's a gravy. Even though it may be a marinara sauce, it's a gravy. But that's one of those discussions which I'm going to have hate mail coming now.
If you start including elderly Italians, you're never going to win.
Oh no,
it can't be done.
I mean, you have young people. My friend, I have a friend who is a regional manager of a local clothier. And he has this argument at least once a week. The difference between sauce and gravy and ragu is not real spaghetti sauce. I'll point him out to you on Facebook later. He is very adamant about this, the whole separation between the sauce and the gravy. By the way, if you want to be part of the show and you want to be, interject your views on the sauce gravy conundrum, hit me up on my email, mynightout@verizon.net. Look me up on Facebook /mynightout. Twitter for the show and personally for the show is My Night Out RI. Personally, DJ Psycho Eddie. Instagram, DJ Psycho Eddie. Also, don't forget to hit the website mynightoutri.com for all your upcoming events. Speaking of upcoming events, I just booked March 19th, the Providence Tattoo and Music Festival. I will be DJing in the ballroom.
Sponsored by Bonehead Wings.
Yes, Bonehead Wings and Suited Devils, Inc.
Is it hard to DJ with wing sauce on your hands?
I don't know. I'm so busy by halfway through the day when they stop serving the wings, or most of the way through the day. I have yet to get out of the DJ booth because I have so many people coming up to me. Last year, this show was absolutely packed. It took me 20 minutes to get to the bar, get 2 bottles of water, and get back just in time for my next set.
Damn.
Yeah, it was absolutely packed, and they're expecting more this year. Also, you want to keep an eye out for Freak Fest 7. I have a little inside information on the upcoming artists, and there are some very well-known, very big-name, I want to say national acts that are being booked, but I cannot get into who it is under confidentiality. But these are 2 events that are coming up that you definitely do not want to miss. Whether or not you want to come to see me, just check them out on Facebook. Look at the bands. You will definitely not be disappointed in the lineup. Which will bring me to my next subject, beer.
Which kind of goes with the previous subject.
Well, yeah, everything goes hand in hand. You know,
Right.
you have your gravy, you have to have entertainment, you have to have a little bit of beer every now and then to keep everything well lubricated. Fortunately for me, this week has been I would say a banner tasting week. I have been subject to and have tried several different beers, not even local beers, because we love the Gansett.
Right.
We have some Big Mamie in the fridge right now. However, just today alone, I'm going on 5 different types of beer that I've drank, at least sampled. I'm not drinking currently, so
Right.
to speak. But today we've tried, and only one of them, they've all been very good. One of them is kind of not up to par with the others, and I'm not going to tell you which one. So that's up to you to figure it out for yourself. But we're going to start off with the Wells toffee pudding, sticky toffee pudding. Definitely have a strong toffee flavor in it, but it still has hops. Pretty good beer. The Victory Golden Monkey.
I
Yep.
watched the expression on your face while you were drinking this. I think this is the winner.
The Golden Monkey?
Yeah.
The winner since you've seen me consuming a couple.
Right.
However, my personal favorite for this week has been the Nitro IPA from Guinness. It has the Guinness widget inside. It is a nitrogen carbonated IPA. It is definitely not your stout. It has a very distinct IPA flavor. Other ones that I've had, the UFO Gingerland, gingerbread-based gingerbread flavor. A lot of these flavored beers will have a chemical aftertaste. None of the ones, except for one, has had that chemically, lingers in your mouth and burns your tongue a little flavor to it. Shipyard Blood Orange was another one. Definitely want to go out and try the Shipyard. If you can find it on tap, like I did over at Doherty's the other day, definitely want to have it there. But even in the bottle, is very good.
Yeah, but it doesn't surprise me that Guinness would produce a winner.
Guinness is... Well, I gravitate towards Guinness anyways because I like the heavier beers.
Right.
But Guinness is one of the few beers that will carbonate using nitrogen versus carbon dioxide. Nitrogen produces a smoother, creamier head, has a much smaller bubble in the beer, so it gives it a much different mouthfeel. I'm kind of partial to it. Some people don't like it at all. But that's one of those things you have to try for yourself. If you like Guinness on tap, may not be the same as the Guinness Genuine Draft or whatever the other ones
Right,
are.
because the people that don't like it would just feel that it doesn't feel like a typical foamy beer head. It's too smooth to be
Exactly.
a beer head.
Well, even just the bubbles in the beer, when you're drinking a typical ale, lager, what have you, if it's carbonated with CO2, which 99% of the beers on the market are, it has a bigger bubble. So it's actually going to have a little more bite to your tongue. The Guinness or anything nitrogen dispensed or nitrogen carbonated is going to have that smoother feel to your tongue, a much richer body feel, even though it's not a thicker beer. Something to think about. If you like a heavier beer, try to find someone that's dispensing with nitrogen. Even if it's the same beer that you like with the CO2, it will completely change the profile of the beer because of the nitrogen.
Right.
So, well, comments. You look like you were going to say something.
No, I'm just contemplating this because as you're talking, I'm thinking about times I've drank Guinness
Yeah.
and times and reaction to it, as opposed. Yeah, I'm thinking this through, and it's